Overthinking is the thief of peace, and the older I get, the more I see how true that is. It doesn't announce itself, it just sneaks in. It starts as a simple thought, then a doubt, and then suddenly you're miles deep in a conversation that never even happened. And overthinking just turns ordinary moments into battlefields. You sit there trying to live your life, but your mind keeps pulling you somewhere else, to what could go wrong, to what someone might think, or God forbid, to a version of the moment that doesn't even exist. And the worst part is, it feels like control. You convince yourself that if you think long enough, hard enough, you'll somehow be ready. But all it does is just drain you before life even begins. Take something as small as giving a speech in class. It's nothing huge, just a chance to share an opinion. Something subjective, harmless. But suddenly, your thoughts start racing. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they don't get it? What if they laugh? You're not just preparing anymore. You're predicting every reaction that could possibly exist. You're living 10 versions of the future before the first word even leaves your mouth. And that's how overthinking steals from you. It doesn't just make you nervous, it replaces your present. You stop being in the moment because you're too busy imagining how it might go. You're no longer in class, no longer living today. You're trapped in a world built out of your own worries. And the irony is that most of those fears never come true. People aren't analyzing every word you say. They're too busy overthinking their own. But by the time you realize that, the moment's already gone. The peace you could have had, the calm of just being, it's already been traded away. Overthinking disguises itself as preparation, but really, it's just fear wearing logic's clothes. It whispers that you can think your way out of uncertainty, that if you just analyze it enough, you'll find safety. But life, it just doesn't work like that. You can't outthink uncertainty. You can only live through it. So maybe peace isn't about quieting every thought. Maybe it's about learning to let the noise be there without letting it run your life. Maybe peace is just trusting that not every silence needs to be filled, not every worry needs to be answered, and not every possibility needs to be explored. Because the truth is, overthinking doesn't predict the future. It just robs the present. And the longer you stay in your head, the further you drift from the moment you were supposed to live. And I've been reading a lot, and I came by this quote from Dostoevsky, and it's, "To think too much is a disease, a real thorough disease." And I noticed that he understood what most people still don't, that the mind can turn against itself when it refuses to rest. And I find it funny because his characters are always trapped in their thoughts and they are trying to reason their way into peace, only to find that the more they analyze, the less they feel alive. And you can see that's the truth about overthinking. It doesn't make you smarter, it just makes you more distant. The world keeps moving while we're stuck in our heads, replaying words that were never even said. So peace isn't something to find, it's something to return to. The quiet that's been there the whole time, that was just buried under the noise we created ourselves. And when you finally stop trying to think your way through life, you start actually living it.